What's up guys, it's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we're going to be talking about the newest feature that Plarium has temporarily enabled in the game, which they are calling Super Raids, which I think is kind of an interesting name for it. But basically what these allow you to do is to speed up the time it takes you to farm in some of the dungeons. It will use twice the energy for a single dungeon run, but give you twice the XP and twice the rewards just for that one single run. We're going to take a look at how this works in just a minute. And right now it's only enabled in the Fire Knight dungeon for now, which is kind of nice since it is the, I believe it's a Fire Knight tournament going on for the Fusion. If you are going for the Fusion fragments, you can see here we do have a Fire Knight tournament going on right now. So you got the fragments there at 1800 if you want to try to go after that. So this will allow you to farm the Fire Knight and get basically double the rewards for double the energy. And it's going to save you a little bit of time when you're in the game. So let's go ahead in here and we'll go into the dungeons. I'm on the free-to-play account here, so dungeon times are not going to be super fast. We're probably not going to be doing anything too far advanced in the Fire Knight's castle. They'll be doing this on the Ice Golem in a couple of days as well, but you can see here for 2 days and 12 hours we do have the X2 by the Fire Knight's castle. And it's going to tell you here 1 raid, 2x XP, 2x rewards. So let me come down here and try to find one of my quicker. I guess we're going to have to go with 14 here. So you can see here it's going to cost us 28 energy, because I did run one of these before to test it, so I do have the Super Raid enabled. If we unclick that, you can see it's just the normal 14 energy. There's a little info button here too. It'll also tell you get double rewards, 1 run with Super Raids, save time and progress faster, twice the rewards, twice the energy, but only 1 raid. So I guess they're calling a run of each dungeon now a raid. So we'll go ahead and select this. Now I know earlier, just to kind of caution you, some people were reporting that when they ran it with auto battles it was not working right. It would give them an error message and not allow them to complete all the auto battles. And I've also heard, but I don't know for sure, that the double runs are not counting for double points in the actual tournament. So not quite sure how. We'll actually test that. We had 8 points in the tournament. We'll go check it after we run this. Let's go ahead and start this for 28 energy, and you guys can kind of see how it goes. Interesting feature. Unfortunately, I think they missed the mark a little bit, because I think they should have put this out for a lot more content than just the Fire Knight. Now, it's kind of a double-edged thing here, because I get it. On one hand, they have to test the feature out. I think this shows just how little playtesting Plarium actually does of the game, because if you were going to launch a feature like this, you would think you would want it in more of the game, and I'll tell you why here in just a minute. But it's unfortunate, because whenever they do put new items in the game, new things in the game that are supposedly going to help the community, there's always these bugs that they don't foresee that ruin things, kind of like how they busted Septimus here recently, and then they have to come back later and patch the game again and try to fix it. So I think that's probably why they only are doing it in the Fire Knight for a couple of days and then trying it in the Ice Golem for a couple of days. Hopefully the Ice Golem one will also coincide with a tournament or event that we need to do to get fragments for the Fusion, so that at least can help us out a little bit there. But this is a change I think the game definitely needs, something like this to kind of cut down on the time. I'm definitely grateful for this on my free-to-play account right now, because I'm going to be farming Fire Knight in order to try to get the Fusion done. So it's going to be nice that I'm not going to have to spend nearly as much time, especially since my Fire Knight runs tend to take longer on my free-to-play than they do on my main account, which is much more developed. So it's definitely a nice thing there. But this would be such a great feature to have. Think about doing this in the level 20 potion keeps, getting double the potions that you get now, because that potion keeps right now are one of the best values in the game. They drop so many of the big potions now at level 20. Think about using this in any other dungeon that you farm. This would be incredible for me on my main account, where I can farm Spider 20 in 13 seconds. I'd be getting double the rewards. I'd get done twice as fast. I wouldn't have to spend all that time. And it really wouldn't kill them to put this in the dungeons, because I know their main metric, they want to see how much time people are spending in the game. That's what they show their shareholders. That's what they want. They base a lot of their financial stuff off of. But everybody's still spending a ton of time in Faction Wars and in Clan Boss and in Doom Tower. So it's not like this is going to kill their metrics that much when it comes to showing, their shareholders how much time people are spending in game. The other thing too is if they implement this in all the dungeons, this is going to make them a ton of money from the whales, because the whales, who have all the energy now, are going to be burning through it twice as fast they'll have to buy more energy. So the people that are spending money already on energy to farm the game will, especially if they're in the whale category, are going to wind up spending even more energy and spending more money to get that energy and buy those multi-battle packs and those energy packs. So I think they could have really made themselves a little bit more money and also pleased more of the community if they had just done this for basically all the dungeons and the campaign and everything else. But I kind of understand why they didn't, because it's like the fact that we've been having issues with it today with bugs and things, it shows that they just simply don't test these features before they come into the game, because this is something that could have had a lot more fanfare when they brought it out. Okay, so you'll see here we did get a 5-star rare defense percent boot, which we're going to sell. And unfortunately, since we are in a lower dungeon, we can still get the mystery shard. So that's unfortunate. That's going to count as one of our rewards there. And we did get 16 points. So let's see if that actually translates into the tournament. We had 8 points before, so we should have 24 now. And we'll see if it actually did count. It looks like it did. So it looks like that is working. I just want to check here because we did get a 5-star artifact that was rare. So 16 points. Okay, so it counted the single artifact. I want to try to get it to do 2 artifacts to make sure it's counting the points properly. So let's go back in and try one more time just to see if it's working as intended. We'll do it again here. 28 points. But that's kind of where you can get screwed a little bit, is if it does drop you like a brew or it drops you a mystery shard instead of getting the double rewards. I almost wish they'd turn that aspect of it off. Like when you have super raid enabled, you do have to get 2 pieces of gear instead of getting those shards or those brews. So that is a little bit annoying that you're still going to have that pop up. But like I said, I really wish they had done this in a broader range, maybe tested it before they launched it. There's really zero excuse for this company at this point to not be able to implement these features across the game, given how much money they have coming in for development, which unfortunately we know gets mostly spent on advertising. But I'd really like to see them address these items and issues much more quickly in the game than they do now, because it's crazy the amount of time it takes for us to play this game. I actually was commenting on a fellow content creator's video today. He was talking about the same topic, and I basically just said, you know, it's like, I know right now the only reason I have so much time to play Raid is because I'm working from home. So usually when I'm at work, I have a second PC on close to me. I have a laptop or whatever that I can have Raid playing on. And basically one of my accounts could be playing on that during the day while I'm at work. I could be running auto battles in the background, running my clan boss in the background, whatever. I know that if my employer required me to come back to an actual physical office and go back to work, you know, 9 to 6 during the week, just driving and sitting in traffic like I used to, I don't think I'd have time to play my free-to-play account anymore, honestly. I'd probably barely have enough time to do everything on my main account, and that would be it. This game is very time-consuming, and I can tell you right now, if I went back to work, I pretty much know I would not have time to play 2 accounts in this game. So I would love to see them address the time it takes to do things. I think this would be a good fix. Like I said, put this in all the dungeons, all the campaign stuff, so we can get through a lot of those menial tasks so much faster in the day, get those daily quests finished a little bit quicker. They've still got to come up with something for faction wars and for clan boss, and even Doom Tower. Farming in Doom Tower, once you beat a boss, it just takes forever to set up those keys and have them run for a long time, because, you know, quite honestly, for most of us, we don't have these amazing in-game whale teams where we can go in and farm the hardest boss in Doom Tower in like under a minute and then just set all of our auto keys and it's done in 15 or 20 minutes. It's more like your run takes 3 or 4 minutes, and to get all those keys done, you're going to sit there and let it run for an hour. And most people just can't do that. They don't have the opportunity or the situation going that allows them to do that there. All right, let's see if we can get 2 gear drops here. Okay, so we did get 2 4-star pieces, and it gave us 17 points. So I think that's working properly now, it looks like. Obviously, we're going to sell both of those. So 17 points. I believe that would give us 41 overall for the tournament. Nope, it hasn't updated yet. It's still at 24. But let's see. So we got 2 4-star pieces. So that would be 7. That'd be 14. We get 15 for the rare, 16, 7. Okay, cool. So it seems to be calculating properly. Unfortunately, it has not updated yet on my point total. It's still at 24. Let's give that a couple seconds. We'll see if it does change. Looks like we did get something done in this event over here. So let's go ahead. Dungeon divers. we got another thing finished there. We're working our way toward the fusion on this account. I know I didn't do a free-to-play Friday episode this past week. I just was too tired, had too much going on. But we are working on this fusion, if we can find him. Here he is. We got 35 out of 100 right now. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it or not, because the summon rush kind of hurt us a little bit there. We did have one sacred and one void shard that we got for the monthly that we did pull to try to get some points there. So the sacred at least guaranteed us that we got the first 5 fragments there. I'm trying to remember who we actually got on that sacred shard. I don't think it was anybody amazing. Or was it? I don't really remember here. Oh, it was Canoness. Yeah, it was nobody good. She's going to become a 5-star chicken once we get enough 4 stars to feed into her. All right, let's go back here and we'll just check this again and see if it's updated. Should have had. Okay, there we go. 41. So it seems like the points are adding up correctly when you do that. But I don't know about multi-battles. I know that's been causing issues for people during the day with those multi-battles. But yeah, Super Raid's kind of a neat feature. Unfortunately, I think kind of halfway implemented. I wish they would have done a little bit better job of getting this into more content during the week. It is nice to at least put it on the Fire Night, so if you are farming for those fragments, you can take advantage of that and cut your time down in the game quite a bit, which is fine. Like I said, I'm really happy about that on my free-to-play. Not having to spend as much time playing in this dungeon for the next couple of nights is going to be pretty nice. Anyways, guys, let me know down below what you think about this change. If you're liking it, if you think it's good or bad, and just give me your general feedback so that I can hopefully take that to the community managers at Plarium and let them know how you guys are feeling about this little update they put into the game. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.